Sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam and OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a sharp, make money. Now, today we're talking about Caesars Sportsbook. Caesars Sportsbook is here in the Colorado market. We're going to talk about where you can get enrolled, where you can join, how to get that thing funded, how to place some simple wagers, kind of give you a tour of the Caesars Sportsbook website, and also how to cash out and set the expectation for some of the promos and things that Caesars has to offer. It's, again, one of the best sportsbooks on the market. So if you don't have an account, you're going to want to get enrolled. But take a couple minutes, check this out. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome to Caesars Sportsbook. Now, here's the homepage, which you probably already incurred some questions relative to geo-tracking, and we'll cover that here in a minute as far as which states you're able to log in and get accounts set up with. But definitely Caesars Sportsbook is the largest retail sportsbook in America, and they have a large offering of odd boosts, so that's definitely something to think of. And when you first got started out, you come across a $1,500 risk-free bet, which means that when you first enroll, you do your first deposit, you could risk up to $1,500, place your bet. If you win, awesome. If you don't, they actually replenish those fluids for you and get that back in the form of free bets. So that's kind of a nice thing as far as a welcome bonus. Now, as I mentioned, you can understand that these are available. The Caesars Sportsbook is available in these states. So here we go. Let's get after it and tell you about the various locations you can get started in: Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, and Louisiana. It's also one of the sports books by the recommended New York State Gaming Commission. So they're doing a lot of mobile things going on there with those various locations. But let's get you started. Let's get you funded. So you go up here to the upper right-hand corner where you see your initials, your account open up. Very, very simple. You're going to have this deposit button where you hit this, and it's going to open up your choices and options. We typically will put in our bank information as it happens very, very quickly. Sometimes certainly instantaneously on your deposits, and sometimes within about 24 hours for your withdrawals. We'll show you to basically just reverse this when you go to do a withdraw and take money out. So let's say you wanted to put in $200. You, if you have any promo codes, which again, we'll have some things down below as far as links getting your new account signed up, hit submit, and it really does take it that fast through your banking information, which we've already put in. So that's kind of nice. Again, it's going to withdraw the same amount of funds. So let's say you have $1,000 in here and you want to take out 500 or 800 or whatever you want. You would simply reverse the process. You can see how that works, where you're going to go through and just kind of punch in the amount you might want to withdraw. As mentioned, you can just punch that in. There was not an amount in that account at that time, so that's why we couldn't put in a number. But you can see how easy it is to access your information, access your bonus programs, access the live chats. Any and all of this customer service is very, very clean and easy to find. So let's get back to the homepage and get a wager placed and kind of show you a quick tour and set the expectations of what you're going to see and find here at Caesars Sportsbook. Now, we'll go top to bottom, left to right. You can see right away here the live wagering or the in-game wagering. There's 50 different opportunities here for you to jump in on some live wagering and some games. We'll scroll down here and show you. Actually, there's a game going on. I believe that there was a baseball game going on. There's different things going on now. Top of the sixth with the Red Sox and the Cubs. You could actually jump in on that. And if you wanted to place a money line wager, which means just win, baby. You don't have to win by any amount of points or things like that, where that's the run line. You could place a wager very, very quickly, very easily on an in-game wager. And if you click on this game, it's going to open up a lot more options and choices with that particular game. You can see here, bottom of three, you got Tampa Bay and Toronto going at it. Toronto up 4-1. So if you think they're going to go ahead and finish the game, win the game, 1,200 odds, probably want to stay away from that. But you can see here the lines for that particular live in-game wager. So scrolling on down, we're going to show you how to make a simple, easy bet. And off to the left here, you'll see SGP. That stands for single game wager or same game wager. And there's different promotions and things that you'll see that Caesars Sportsbook and many other sportsbooks will have. So if you see that SGP, that's a same game wager button you can hit, and it'll open up some different things. So actually, we'll just leave that alone. We're going to place a minimal, simple mainline bet, and we'll scroll down here and see if we can find a game we kind of like. Let's take a look at this Mets game. Let's say we wanted to place a wager, a moneyline wager on the Mets. You'd actually just click this -190. It's going to open up the screen to allow you to enter in the amount you'd like to risk, and we'll do that right now. So obviously, it's going to be very simple to do. If you wanted to win 100, you'd have to risk 190. If you wanted to wager on the Rangers at plus 158, you could risk 10 to win 1580 or 100 to win 158. You can see the odds, and that's how that works out with the money line. You'd enter in your amount here, and away you would go. So it's that simple, that easy. If you changed your mind, wanted to get back out of that, you just hit the little garbage can logo there, and you're back out of it. So it does keep track of this. Very simple, very easy, very clean, navigatable website with Caesars Sportsbook. So that's how you would place a simple wager, whether you're doing live or a game a little bit later on in the slate. And of course, also how you'd shop the market for the various lines and the various sports going across the top here. Again, not as much going on in the summertime, but you'll see some of the promos here all the time at the top and the middle. And again, looking through here, you can see some live wagering going on with golf right now. So if you wanted to jump into that, you certainly could. But great, clean, easy website to navigate. If you don't have an account at Caesars Sportsbook, we have the links below. If you have any questions below, please leave that as well. But I want to let you know it's definitely a website that you'll want to add into your other options, other choices, because Caesars definitely has some odds boosts and has some things that are going to stand out and present a lot of opportunities. So again, get yourself set up if you're in one of those states below, or also keep your eyes open for one of the states as they're adding more accounts and more locations to the various states across the country. So hopefully this is helpful. Just kind of get a quick overview. And again, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and we appreciate your watching.